G'day, Ben from Melbourne here, back with another 5 essentials for you. This time we're going to cover 80s noise rock. Noise rock, I hear you ask. Well, it's definitely on the fringes of underground music out there. It is pretty much song-based, but as the description says, there's a fuckload of noise thrown on top. And that can be anything from guitar feedback, really overdriven amps. The style of singing goes between yelling, screaming, and just downright disturbing shit. And there's some good singers in there as well. I think Australia's done this really well. A ton of great bands and a ton of great people went on to do other stuff in these bands. And we'll start off with the band that has already been featured in the 70s punk rock. And I believe I did say, when I say the 70s punk rock, I mean the 70s punk rock essential video that I did. Jesus, sometimes it's just hard to make the brain connect to the mouth. And that, of course, is the Scientists. And I did mention that they had a few iterations of that band with various lineups, and Kim Salmon being the mainstay. And so we're going to start with the Scientists heading for a Trauma. Now, this one might be a bit difficult to get. It's on All Go Go Records, but I just wanted to feature this because this has got like two of the great songs from the Scientists with Swampland and We Had Love. Absolute banger. This is kind of an All Go Go comp, I suppose, at the time. Really like great guitar playing, like Kim Salmon. They're like a three-piece, strong rhythm section. Really awesome band. Apparently great. I've seen them, from the 90s when they got back together and did shows, and seen them more recently too, and still fantastic live band. Now, a lot of their catalogue is difficult to get, but there are three which were numero reissued, including this great best of, which would be a cool starting point. And check out that great cover there of the band. So, and this one's called A Place Called Bad, and it's a double record, and with very unhelpfully, instead of having songs on the back or in the inside, or perhaps you might think this is helpful to have a whole map of who has been in and out of the Scientists over the years. Great booklet comes with it. Let's see if we can actually find some songs so I can tell you what's on it. I'm going to guess those two which we started with are on there. No, this just tells you all about the band, which is really good, and some, cool photos and shit in there as well. But I would, either if you track down this or the three records which have been released. So the only sign of a song on here is this, and this starts back like with the really old stuff, like with Frantic Romantic, Pissed on Another Planet. What else we got on here? Blood Red River, Swampland, as I mentioned. We Had Love. So, yeah, all the stuff that really great songs, but a lot of grunt in there as well. And if that's your thing, you're gonna love the Scientists. Next up, people seem to love it when I say the name of this band, and that is Lubricated Goat with Schadenfreude, I believe that's how you say it, German term for what is it? Having a laugh at other people's expense or something like that. This one's on Black Eye Records. This one's probably a bit difficult to get, but their first two records, Plays the Devil's Music and the other one, have been reissued very recently, I think last year or the year before. This is, of course, is the band fronted by Stuart Gray, or as he's known in Lubricated Goat, Stu Spasm. He featured briefly in the B Suburban, also in a somewhat kind of super group in the early 90s called Crunt with Russell Simmons from John Spencer Blues Explosion and Kat. I don't remember her last name, from Babes in Toyland, and that's like a good example of a good noise rock record as well. But we're talking about the 80s here, so we're sticking with Lubricated Goat. Awesome stuff. Pretty wild shit, pretty out there. Some very strange concepts in the lyrics. Well, as in, how rock's always about opening your mind. Opening track on this bad boy is Shut Your Mind. But yeah, great band. I implore you to seek out Jason the Unpopular. Another great song of theirs. Now, some more weirdness from Salamander Jim. Some beautiful nudists on the front there, showing us all their best bits. This is called Lawn Green Shares His Precious Fluids. This one's on Red Eye Records, and this comes from the mind of Tex Perkins and also Stuart Gray, as in Stew Spasm again. So yeah, you can imagine what you're going to get with this. So two sick puppies making great music, and this one has the song Hot Cakes for Daddy, which is maybe the one you're going to know because it has been on a few of those like compilations, like underground Australian compilations that were released on CD, double CD. The title's not coming to me, but a lot of really interesting shit on there. I hope you can find this because it is fucking awesome and great fun as well. Now, legendary band, huge influence on what was then the 80s grunge scene, like when you had bands with, Tad and Mudhoney and all that sort of thing. And that's, of course, a Feedtime with the classic Shovel. Now, this is like a pretty dirgy kind of stuff where the bass and drums are just repetitious and kind of nail you into the floor while there's a whole lot of noise with guitars over the top and quite how would you describe, like a barked kind of style of singing in there. Not a lot of melody on this one. This is actually from there's a Feedtime set which came out on Sub Pop a few years ago, which I reckon if it's on Sub Pop, you should be able to get it, or you should be able to pick up a few of the individual records. Check it out, all you Seattle people. You got the Sub Pop store there. Shovel, just legendary Australian noise rock band from the 80s. Now, last of all, we're getting back to the mighty Tex Perkins again with another one of his wild bands called The Butcher Shop with Hard For You. And you're like, oh, I know that song. That's right, because his other band, B Suburban, when I say his other band, he's many other bands. They, of course, did a version of Hard For You as well. This is great. This is a little bit of a superstar band because this one also features Spencer P. Jones, who, of course, joins Tex in the B Suburban. Kid Congo Powers plays guitar. And the great Billy Palmer, who was in the Johnnies with Spencer P. Jones. This one's on Black Eye Records as well. The reason I'm showing this and the other one called Pump Action, now there's a cover for you, is because Bang Records, the Spanish reissue label, has put out a compilation a while back which combines both of these. For the want of a better word, these are maybe a little bit more hooks in there and a bit more to latch onto if you want some melody, but still You know, we're not talking the Birds or anything like that. Still, you know, well, have a look at the cover. Nothing sweet coming out of that tap, I assure you. Anyway, that's my 5 essential 80s Australian noise rock records. We'll see you in the next one.